Hi guys, welcome to Classic TV Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. This is part 2 of the Patty Duke story. Kind of disappointed on how many views I got from yesterday's. I thought this was really interesting. So I'm going to ask you to please share these out with your family and friends and put them on your Facebook page for me. Because it's really interesting and it's sad in the same vein. Just share them out for me, if you would. Please subscribe while you're here, and here we go. Patty Duke escaped the Rosses for something even worse. After so many tumultuous years of living with the Rosses, Patty Duke finally found out an out. According to People, at just 17 years old, the actress fell in love with Harry Falk Jr., then 31, an assistant director of the Patty Duke show. Trying to sabotage the couple's future, the Rosses moved the series to L.A. from New York, yet this only enraged Duke further. Moving into her own apartment and barring them from the set, Duke continued her blossoming romance. By 65, just shy of her 19th birthday, they got married. I didn't know how to be an adult. I had no preparation, mused Patty Duke to People, explaining her increasingly manic mood swings. Although she's a bona fide A-lister by this point, she only further spiraled with Falk, developing an eating disorder and dropping to a scary 76 pounds. If that's not all, she also began drinking heavily and taking Valium, which she estimated she overdosed on a terrifying 8 times. Of course, the marriage didn't last, and the duo divorced the following year in 67. I just wasn't old enough to marry anyone, the starlet explained. After the divorce, I was 23, and I felt the need to explore the whys and wherefores of my behavior and the kind of person I wanted to be. It's when I stopped trying to be 15 or 90 and tried 23 on for size. Following her divorce from Harry Falk Jr., Patty Duke only spiraled further. 3 years after her split from Falk, a 23-year-old Duke began her affair with a 17-year-old Desi Arnaz Jr., son of Lucille Ball. Although the I Love Lucy actress demanded her son stop seeing the troubled starlet, the tryst still continued for many months. That same year, in June, a manic Patty Duke impulsively wed Michael Tell, a rock promoter who had been subletting her apartment. The marriage lasted 13 days. Life only got more complex for Duke. Just before the miracle worker star tied the knot with Tell, she discovered she was pregnant. So it turned out the actress had another secret affair going on, this time with Addams Family actor John Astin. She concluded the baby was his. It would later be discovered that it was Tell's. Although they agreed to keep their affair a secret until after their son Sean was born and Astin was divorced. In 72, they finally got married, and Patty Duke found herself playing mom to her own son, along with Astin's sons from his previous marriage, David, Allen, and Tom. It was terrible, Duke recalled, of the years that she spent in the busy household. I was truly a loving mom, but I didn't have the tools to do the job. As a result, the starlet would retreat to the bedroom and her tranquilizers. It began when I was 19, Patty Duke revealed, of her manic mood swings. It began with a Great Depression, not being able to get out of my bed for 2 or 3 months at a time except to use the bathroom, inconsolably crying. From there, the actress explained, the mania progressed even more, and she began to deny anything was wrong. By the time she had children, Duke admitted they were being abused. For People, in 1982, when she was 35, Patty Duke finally sought help, and a psychiatrist diagnosed her manic depression and prescribed lithium to control her mood swings. As the actress told the outlet, it saved my life and it gave me life. Prior to that, I wasn't able to make any long-term decisions. Unfortunately for the star, by the time she finally realized the source of her mood swings, it was too late for her marriage to John Astin, becoming more of a father figure to her than a husband, and a Buddhist set on converting his family. Astin and Duke divorced in 85. Patty Duke spoke of her ex-husband with nothing but warmth, citing his loving support as a huge factor in her road to mental peace. There's a deep and abiding love between us, but we just couldn't get along. We even laugh about it sometimes because it's so absurd. Around the time Patty Duke divorced her first husband, Harry Falk Jr., in 67, she also starred in a now cult classic, Valley of the Dolls, Acting alongside icons Sharon Tate and Barbara Parkins, Duke portrayed the neurotic and pill-addicted Neely O'Hara. As a trailer for the flick describes her character, Patty Duke as Neely was such a nice kid, and then someone put her name in the lights and turned her into a lush. The quote may sound eerily familiar, as Duke's character of O'Hara seemed to imitate real life. Many people came to suspect it was a case of casting to type. Rumors linking Duke to drugs, alcoholism, and erratic behavior were reinforced by her rambling and incoherent appearance on the nationally televised Emmy Awards show in '70, where the starlet took the stage to accept her award for outstanding single performance in My Sweet Charlie. The truth of the matter is that my condition had nothing to do with drugs or alcohol. I was having a serious emotional breakdown, Duke explained to People. Unlike most people in trouble who fall apart in privacy of their bedrooms, I fell apart on national TV. Was Patty Duke succumbing to Hollywood's dark side? As People notes, an emotional breakdown is more likely, as Duke has also recently discovered she was pregnant, eventually giving birth to her son the following year in 1971. There you go with part 2. Part 3 will be out tomorrow. So be waiting for it. And please share these out, because I think this is really important that people need to see this and understand what was going on with Patty Duke. If they were a fan of hers at all. Or not. I wasn't truly a big fan. I just found this a little disturbing and a little enlightening. And people with mental issues may find it enlightening and may find help through this, I hope. So please share these out. And don't forget about classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Head on over there and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I'll be praying for you.